Hey guys, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to replace a broken wheel stud on a 2006 Toyota Tundra. Here is the carnage. So what happened was I took the truck to get the tires rotated and balanced at the tire store, and evidently when they did it the previous time they had cross-threaded the lug nut on the stud, and when they tried to take it off it snapped. So I went to Toyota, got the factory wheel stud and factory lug nut. I think it was a total of $13.12. Discount Tire, the company that did the carnage here, they were very gracious. They gave me a voucher to replace, have a shop do it, but I don't let other people work on my vehicles unless it's something I can't do, like an alignment, etc. And I just went and bought the parts and asked them if they would just reimburse me for the parts, which they gladly did, because, well, it's cheaper for them to do that than to pay, I don't know, $75 or $100 to have the mechanic do this. So anyway, I'm going to take the wheel off and then I'll show you how to do this. It's not hard at all. This one's cross-threaded too. So that's not good. Alright, so we've got more problems than just one snap stud, but it's nothing we can't fix. So I don't know if you guys are going to be able to pick up the detail here, but that's the threads are messed up there. They're starting to get messed up here. They're a little bit messed up here. So you don't have to replace all these. This size right here is an M12 1.5. So I have a Craftsman tap and die right here. I'm going to rethread the lug nuts and run the thread and get these cleaned up. Okay, but if they were, obviously this one's got to be replaced, but anyway, let's get to it. So first thing we need to do is I need to take this caliper assembly and bracket off, and also we're doing that because we have to take the rotor off, so we'll do that next. Alright, so take a pair of channel locks and very gently just try to compress the piston. You're just trying to open up just a little bit of room between the brake pad and the rotor. So I've got enough room here to where I can slide this whole assembly off. I'm going to take the bolts out here, and we're just going to take the entire assembly, move it to the side, but I'm going to loosen the brake line here, and then we'll hang it up from the spring. Alright, a 12 millimeter, we'll remove this bracket bolt. With some needle nose pliers, there's a plastic clip here that will remove the wire from the holder. Alright, so a 17 millimeter will remove the two bolts that hold the caliper onto the knuckle. Let me see if I can get this in here. I have enough room. There we go. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the caliper on the bucket here. So just be very careful, slide it straight off. And then let it sit just like this. Whatever you do, don't let it hang by the brake line. And this will pop right off. This is the hub flange. So as you can see, that one's a little stripped. That one's okay. Obviously that. Alright, so the easy way to get the stud out here is we're just going to hit it out with a hammer. And that's all there is to it. If it's really stuck, you can hit it with an air hammer if you have one, but a good, I don't know, this is like a 5-pound mallet. Alright, so here's our brand new Toyota stud. And I'm putting it in. So this should work sufficiently. And what the idea is that you're just going to pull this on with your lug nut right here. So let me go get a proper ratchet and we'll do that next. I'm just going to turn this to draw the stud in. Right, so watch the space between here and the back of the flange. The grooves and the ends of the stud are basically what holds the stud in. Okay, you'll feel it when it goes all the way in. Alright, so I'm going to take a little bit of oil and put on the threads. Don't do this dry. And we'll go ahead and start it. Always try to start it as far as I can by hand. A lot of times, if it's not bad, and then very gently, always try to turn it as close to the center as possible so that the torque of doing this is not going to have this going crooked. That's why I start it by hand. Okay. Alright, so all the threads are back to normal. All the lug nuts are back to normal. So I'm going to put the caliper back, or I'll put the rotor back on. I'll put the caliper back on, bolt everything up, and then we'll be back.